When you sheathe the walls with plywood panels, you'll often be nailing every 6 inches or closer if codes require it.
This stick nailer makes that a snap with its notched 16-inch layout indicator on the magazine, which helps achieve correct distance between studs in a matter of seconds. You may want to switch to a coil nailer and space nails every 4 to 6 inches.
The nail of choice for sheathing is the Stanley Bostitch Hurricane nail. That's because it offers up to 2 times the resistance to high winds and up to 50% more resistance to earthquake. It prevents overdriving the nail. One thing to watch out for is a misdriven nail like this. It's called a shiner, and it pierces the sheathing but not the stud. This can compromise the integrity of the structure and will fail code inspections because of that and will have to be redone. Always recheck your nailing. We're just showing you a small section of sheathing here, but you'll use a coil framing nailer to attach sheathing to trusses to create your roof.
You'll also have to make connections to metal. That's when you'll want to use the strap shot metal connector nailer. Using paper tape collated nails. The length you choose will be based on your local codes. In our room, we're using it to nail in our headers made of LVL material. We've also used it to add a joist hanger. And when we had to attach metal strapping to the floor deck, you can use the strap shot there too. This tool has features that will make the work easier. It can fit within an 11-inch span when you have to work in tight spaces. It also has a rapid-fire action just right for this job. And most importantly, the inline magazine gets your nail in one motion from tip to the connector hole. Here are some tips and techniques for applying. House wrap is used to block wind and water while allowing vapor to pass through. The best method is to do a continuous wrap around the surface you're covering. Our cap stapler makes attaching the wrap to the sheathing easy. It uses wider 5/16-inch crown staples that help prevent puncture to the cap. You attach it from bottom to top on the studs.
You'll have window openings to cut out, and we recommend the champagne glass method. Mark the wrap on the outside in an inverted champagne glass shape. Your utility knife will be what you want here. Cut along the lines which create flaps to pull through and around the window sides and sill.
You have to fasten the paper to the window interior, so we suggest our hammer tacker. You won't have to work slowly. A great feature of this tacker is its ability to make rapid impact blows without missing a tack. Then it's time to pull your hammer from the tool belt. Once the window is lifted into place, you nail it in using your framing hammer in the pre-cut openings. To seal the job, you use flashing tape around the windows. It's designed to prevent water from entering between gaps in building surfaces. Finally, it's time for insulation. Let's start with some safety precautions because this can be an itchy job. Wear a dust mask specifically made for fiberglass work. Wear long pants and long sleeves and gloves to avoid fiberglass touching your skin. Fiberglass comes in rolls or bats sized to fit between studs that are either 16 or 24 inches on center. They insulate the house from heat and cold and also provide soundproofing. You choose a product by its R value. Those ratings are used to measure insulation's ability to resist heat flow. The higher the R value, the more effective it is. One good tip is before you get started, be sure to take a photo so you'll remember where plumbing and electrical areas are. Remember not to open insulation till work area is set, and don't compress it. A tape measure like the Fat Max is helpful when you're measuring the stud bays you'll be covering. You can make use of the no-break feature of the tape. When it's time to cut, your level can be used as a straight edge to help ready for an accurate cut. Then a flex blade utility knife is a must for cutting the bats. When you place the cut insulation into the stud bays, be sure to stuff the bats around any pipework in the bays. Once you're ready for fastening, you'll make quick work of the job with this hammer tacker and 1/4-inch fastener. Tack the insulation's paper edge to the interior of the studs about every 6 inches.
A great feature of this tacker is that while most tools hold just one stick of fasteners, this one holds 2. The full rubber grip protects your hand with its shock absorption. You can move quickly along the wood because of the anti-jam feature. You can hear how many hammer strikes you can make with no problem.
We hope you've learned from this video, and there's even more information for you. Look at the resources section of this DVD for even more. You'll find helpful website addresses, a copy of our fastener guide, safety videos, a pocket translator, a list of hurricane building codes, and estimating resources.
Querido amigo, hicimos este video con muchas ganas y empeño. Esperamos que sea de gran utilidad para tu trabajo. Si requieres más información acerca de este y otros videos del programa Hazla en Grande, búscala en www.hazlaengrande.com o con tu distribuidor de herramientas Stanley más cercano. Y recuerda que tú puedes cumplir cualquier sueño o meta que te propongas. Es cuestión de ponerle mucho entusiasmo y de confiar en las herramientas adecuadas. Tú puedes hacerla. Hazla en grande con Stanley.